or you should
be a good person.
Yeah,
because you attract your kind.
Exactly.
That's a good point. If you are not a good person, you wouldn't see the good person.
Exactly.
But when you have the qualities, when you see the one that is a good person, you can easily see that this person identifies with me, and the person can be. That's a good one. I almost forgot that.
You see. You're welcome to our second episode of sis2sislove, and today we have Sister Tina with us. She is a wife and newly mother, and congratulations. Congratulations. You can write some congratulations in the comments, and we are going to have a little chat with her. So just enjoy a snack with your big sisters. Grab a cup of tea, coffee, or just a glass of water.
We have ours.
Yeah, we have ours. Relax and let's talk real. So just think if you want to say hi to our viewers.
Hello everyone watching.
Wow, that was like so snappy. Okay, so let's move into our topic for today. We are still talking about adolescency, and we've spoken about different things in the course of time. Well, we've had one episode and we spoke about different things. Today we want to narrow it to friendship. So as I always say, she has no idea what the questions are, so that our conversations can be spontaneous and we can just flow together. And so let me go on with my first question. So what are the negative or positive aspects of friendship? So when you think about friendship in general,
there is this saying that goes, show me your friend and I'll tell you your character, I'll tell you who you are. And I personally think when it comes to friendship, you just can't have friends for having sake. Just anybody around and you call the person a friend. There are levels of friendship, first of all, to start with. But when you have moved on to that close person that you can share with, you can call on in times of need, it can't be just anybody. It can't just be anybody. And even if you look into the Bible, you can talk of some good or quality friends that existed. You talk of Jonathan, you talk of David. So you can't just have anybody as a friend. So you have to be careful the people you choose, and because we are godly people, then we have to have godly friends. That should be one. And how do you know someone is a godly person? By the way the person does his or her thing, the quality of time the person even shares with God. Because when you meet, what the person have is what you talk about.
To you,
So if it's just anybody, you just call anybody at all a friend, then you might be godly, but you would be corrupted because of some of the things they'll be talking about. But since we don't want to be corrupted, and we want to stay in line, then we have to have godly friends. So one, the person must be a godly person, and then someone that you can call on any given time, not a friend that will stick when things are rosy, and when there are difficulties, the person get lost. If I'm choosing a friend, then I want a friend that will stick with me through it all. And when I say stick with me through it all, I mean through it all. Even when I am doing nonsense, the friend should be able to tell me, sister, watch out, where you are going is no go area. I don't want friends that would make me feel everything is perfect, because we are not perfect. Day after day, our path is being made brighter, as the word of God says. So I want friends who tell me, be careful, where you are going to is no go. You are making a mistake, correct yourself, and all of that. So at least two, a godly friend and somebody you can run to, somebody you can call on at any given time, someone who can correct you.
So you would say positive aspect of friendship would be someone who can build you up.
Yes, spiritually.
Only spiritually or the other areas as well?
I think the spiritual aspect takes all over. When that aspect is well established, every other thing will fall in place. So when you have a friend who can let you be on course spiritually, even the physical ones would follow, because when God is at the center of it, every other thing goes.
So now we spoke about the negative or positive aspects of friendship in general. What about the negative or positive effects? So when you have a wrong or a good friendship, what are the results of it?
The result of it. Well, when you have a good friend, or the friendship is a positive one, a godly one for that matter, you're on course. And it becomes easy even for you to hear from God. Because you have the right people around you, you talk about the right things, you listen to the right music, and more or less you're making God feel comfortable around you. And when God is comfortable around you, He speaks and He shows you the direction to go. One thing that I have always said and has been my prayer is I want to be directed by God in everything I do, because I realize it becomes easier. It's not like when you're being directed, it's not like your life is all round perfect, but when you are even being directed, when you fall, you get up and then you go on the right course. Yes. So not having the right people around you, or not having that godly person around you, you easily go off track. So if you want to stay on course, then you have to have the right friends. I would say one of the negative aspects is you easily fall off when you have wrong friends around you, because they will give you wrong advice. They would even tell you to go on and do the wrong things when you don't even want to go. They would puffing you up. Pressure. Yeah. You want to go on. But when the good ones are there, you're on course. So if you don't want to go off course, then have the right friends. So I would say that's one of the negative aspects of having wrong friends around you.
Yeah, I agree. In the like the first part when you said, "Show me your friend, I'll show you your character." It's so true, because most of the times you judge someone. Let's say judge someone just by knowing the friend. You might not know the person per se, but you know the friend. You're like, okay, this person has this characteristics, the other characteristics, and just for that reason, you just say, okay, I'm sure that this friend is like that, but probably you're not like that as well. So it's really, we should be mindful about the people that we call friends and the people we identify ourselves with.
Yeah. And sometimes too, when we identify ourselves with the wrong people, just as you said, you might not be a bad person. It takes just somebody seeing you the first time, and the person can already conclude the kind of person you are. You might not be that person, but just the first appearance and the company you are keeping, the person who maybe has been destined to be a helper will run away because he thinks, oh, look at the kind of friends. Maybe you are not that kind of person. So for you to even not miss the right people that God is bringing your way, you need to keep the right company.
Yeah, that's true though. So is friendship only receiving or also giving? When I was thinking about this question, I was actually thinking about some years ago when I was in my teen years. I had some bad friendship, like a friendship that didn't end up well. And at a point I was fed up because I felt all my friends, in the end, the friendship don't conclude well. So I remember one of the times I was praying, and I vividly remember this prayer, and my prayer was, God, send me someone who is perfect, someone who is good, I also reached the point of saying, God, send me someone like an angel. So basically, no flaws, no nothing, like an angel, like exactly an angel to my life. And I feel sometimes, most of the time when we think about friendship, we think about receiving. So the characteristic of a friendship that we want. And so my question is it only receiving or also giving?
Well, when it comes to friendship and relation or relating to people, I always have these three steps. One, the first one should be people of your age. Those ones you share with you. It's like you build yourselves up together. There should be people above you that you take from. So obviously they are given. Then there should also be people below you that you are pouring into. So it depends on which of these categories the friend in. If the friend is the bigger person, then obviously you are also given, but he or she is given more. So you are taking, when you meet such a person, the person gives advice, you listen carefully because the person has experiences. And then if it is a younger person, he or she might give, but you are given more because he needs it. Then when the person is also of your age, then you are both sharing. So I am giving, you are also giving. So I would say it is a three-way thing.
Yeah.
Give, receive, share.
Yeah. But in the case as you are like you brought these 3 levels, which is a nice scenario, nice image, to just figure out, okay, which level are my friendships, on which level are my friendship.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice to just figure out, so even I can even analyze it on my own self.
Mm-hmm.
And like when you're talking about the same level friendship, in that case where both of you are supposed to be sharing and you're only giving, I think it's a dangerous.
You have to think twice and know, because you can't always be pouring.
Yeah.
At a certain point, you might be empty,
Mm-hmm.
and one hand is pouring, the other is pouring. So nobody goes down.
Yeah, exactly.
You pour a little, I pour a little. You get from me, I get from me. I'm not the only one giving. If it becomes that one, then it becomes a burden. You have to run away from such.
Yeah. It drains you,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you're an adolescent, where you're still trying to figure out your life. It just drains, and most of the time, the energy you're supposed to invest into yourself and knowing yourself, you're investing into a friendship
that is not building anything, that you're not gaining anything.
Yeah, we should be careful.